All right, man. It's Nick with OTR Views. We got Jhonni Blaze.
Hey.
What's happening? What's going on?
Work. I'm back in. Well, people would say I'm from Houston. People would say I'm from New York. I was just talking about this on my live. Like, I am from Valdosta, Moody Air Force Base, Georgia. But I lived in Houston, New York, Detroit. Military kid. I mean, that's what happens. Other than that, that's a little fact about me. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. I'm working. The EP is July, and then we're gonna drop 3 records before that.
I had a question about that. So, by you moving around a lot, did you kind of make like a whole different amount of friends in different places?
Yeah, like I have friends in every city. I keep in contact with everybody. It's like it was difficult when I was younger because I didn't understand, but social media and phones and stuff, it's like you FaceTime these people. Like I still am close with 10-year relationships with friends like in LA, but I live in Atlanta. I just got a place out in LA now because of like the music and the R&B world is more for me like out there. Right. So, and my place out here, I have a best friend. I have 2 best friends that live out here. So it's like you build these friendships and you just keep in contact. Like I couldn't make it to my best friend. Everybody knows one of my best friends is Sierra, H-Town Sierra. This one that's behind the screen, behind the scenes, she had to go to the baby shower just to film it for me so I could feel like I was there because I was on the road. So I always try my best to keep in contact with all my friends and my family. And yeah, I just end up building like a team and friends in every city. And it's like, it's cool. Yeah, it's not difficult at all. Well, for me, it's not. I'm a Gemini, y'all.
Okay.
You're gonna get like 12 of me. One person in Houston to get that person, and then this person get another person in Atlanta. So.
I mean, I guess that works as far as music goes.
Yeah, I mean, for music, you really aren't never gonna stay in one place unless you want to, but you're never gonna be in one place. So for me, it's like I like traveling. That's really honestly how I got so big in Houston. I traveled. I used to be a dancer, and I went to over like 400 cities, and just every time I went to a city, I made it known who I was and what I do, and the bigger I get and what I change, or when I level up to becoming a full-time musician, everybody always know like she puts that work in. So I'm like,
yeah, that's dope.
Cool.
That's dope. One thing that you said on your live, I was tuned in by the way. I'm trying to get some tips in.
Yeah, you were.
So one thing that you said that kind of was.
Don't worry, it's just a cricket, y'all. I'm gonna get it for free. Anyway, look, I am what you call rich, and you won't know it. All that expensive, all that extra stuff, this won't work just like the rest of them. And when I get rich, I'm gonna still have a cricket. Shout out to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all make me a face, a cover or something. I mean, phone case, something. That's how the rich stay rich. So.
Sure. But one thing you said was you been trying to pursue music as your career.
Yeah, just my mental wasn't there. Yeah, okay. So, it was a little off.
So at what point, what year that you can remember, what part that you was like, okay, I'm going strictly music?
2013-14, my recent boyfriend had passed away.
Oh, wow.
Due to gun violence, and it just really shifted my whole way of thinking. Mm-hmm. I started thinking different, and he always used to push me to want to like do music, but I wouldn't listen to him. I want to go to the strip club. I want to go dance. I want to make money. He was like, how much you gonna make that night? I'm like, maybe 2,500, maybe 3, just to say it. And I know it's a slow night. I'll probably make maybe 15, but I'll say it just so he'll leave me alone. He'll put the money on the counter, and I'm like, I don't want that. I still want to go. So I was like hard-headed. And it just inspired me to want to, over the years, it took a little minute, but it was really worth it because I don't want to go on somebody else's time of my growth. That don't even sound right. Like I'm growing off of your time. No, I have to grow within myself. Right. So that was my biggest inspiration. And then my mom having cancer 3 times, and now recently my grandmother is actually dying from cancer. So it's just all these things kind of push you. Well, for me, it pushes me to just go extremely hard, like, and just really show people like the music and stuff. Because the main thing people do when they meet me, they're like, so when did you start singing? Because I didn't know that. Right. And I like that reaction. It's like a whole new, it's like how social media rebranded people. It used to be like you hand out your CDs out the trunk. Now it shifted over to social media where you just market it yourself through there. And that wasn't there back then. Back then it was like Twitter, it wasn't as big. Now it's like all these outlets, and it's like it rebranded me. All I had to do was show my personality. And luckily I grew by that time, and they seen this person they see. So it's like new to people, the singing, everything. And I'm like, this is really cool. because I want people to understand, like, I'm really not what people think. I really don't care what you think of me, but when you do meet me, my energy fire as hell. You can't fake energy. So yeah, like, I'm on a whole different path right now of music and just growth. Yeah.
I can say I've been following you for like the last 2 or 3 years, and I think what really is, like, what I see mostly is you defending your character.
And you get tired of defending your character. I'm not defending my character no more. When you see me and you can't see that energy, it must be bad energy with you, because there's no way that you can't see someone. I didn't change for nobody. I changed for myself, and that's where the blessings came from. You know what I'm saying? That's where my career shifted. That's where I'm able to sit in sessions with Untitled Chapter, get a record, Macy Gray, Neo, like Trina, like all these records I'm getting, and people would say I would never do it because of my character. So I didn't want to change for them. I changed for myself. It's up to you if you want to see it or not, but it wasn't for you. And if it's not for you to see it, you don't have to be a fan of mine. And it's not me being selfish. I'm not here to make music to make people like me. I'm here to touch people's hearts, like, and get them over things and vibe. Like, you can feel like I'm your friend through the music and actually get you through things. Because the records that I record, they're really to heal people and help. And if you feeling a good vibe, then that's that record. If you feeling sad and you want to get over something, breakups, this is life. It's like literally like my mindset. Like, I'm a Gemini, this is my mindset. I have all types of feelings, and millions of people can feel that and understand. So I'm not really looking for anybody to just, oh my God, I like her, like, I want to like her. Like, if you like me, like me. If you don't, it's super okay with me. So that's where I'm at with it. Like, yeah, it's not important. My important right now is stomping on shit. And when I say that, it's like I got a point to prove, like, with my music, for myself, not for anybody else, you know. So
I feel like you got a strong fan base.
Man, they crazy. Man, them people different. I love y'all.
One thing you said was you had like 42 Instagram accounts or something like that.
Yeah.
And all of them do numbers.
They be going up. Like, the first day be having 20,000 followers. I'm like, yo, like, what is it that y'all? So I started this new thing, asking my fans, like, why do you follow me? And it used to be back then, like, just, oh, the stripping, the this. Now it's like music. I'm from Africa, music. I'm from Nigeria, music. I'm from Russia. It's your music. You're pretty. You're so cool. You make me feel comfortable to not wear makeup, even though my face is breaking out. You go on live with your face. I be having chemical peels and everything. But I want to show people this new type of artist, you know, like this type of vibe where it's like she's being herself. That's why I love Lizzo. I love Cardi. You know, I love the people that's they're being themselves, and they're not trying to be themselves, like being somebody else. And that's always been me. I don't want to be nobody else. That's difficult. It seems like a really hard job. I don't want the job. Yeah.
So, like, what makes you show Houston so much love? Like, I know you say you're not really.
Houston, baby. Like, I really got my name out here. And then people be fighting back and forth with New York and stuff, and I let them do it because it is kind of true. It's like New York and Queens, like Queens, New York, and Houston, but Houston is where people came. I had a statue in a strip club. That's how serious it was. I had pictures of me, and these people would come, and it was bigger than just seeing some girl dance. I gave you entertainment. Hi, I'm Jhonni. I sing. I'll sing in the section. I would send bottles to the section to people that I want to be in their section, just like, hey, I'm Jhonni. And I get in sections as a strategy. I treated everybody, even though I was going through things and I still was that hothead at the time, I treated everybody as kind as I could without, you know, doing other things and stuff. So they really was why I got on Love and Hip Hop. Like, I was just the popular, you remember that couple of years where it was nothing but dancers were celebrities. Like, they made, like, the Malaya, that was the it thing. I was in that type of space. So it made me popular, and I got on Love and Hip Hop, and it just went from there. So I can really say with confidence Houston, and I think they'll be like, yeah, her crazy ass.
From Houston.
She was out here. That is a Houston baby, because I see it all the time in the comments. No, she from up north in New York, because I went to Queens College, well, BMCC, and then I went to Hillcrest. So they go off of your school. So I'm like, well, if you want to do that, I got schools in Florida too I went to. So I don't know who want to claim me, but it's cool. Houston, y'all want to claim me. You see me throwing it up all motherfucking day when we in the club. So I'm cool with that. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, will you be doing reality TV again?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I was offered the first week going on to Growing Up in Hip Hop to do the next season after this one just came out, and I don't think I want to. It has nothing to do with them. It's just I want to focus. If it's not my own show, I don't want it. It's just like I'm on, not saying I'm better than anybody, it's just I'm on to something that's way different. My focus is so different. You know, I got signed to an independent label, Green Team. You know, and they showed me a lot of things that I needed to, you know, structure myself to become better, and it worked. Right. And it's like I'm seeing all these blessings. I don't want nothing to destroy that. Right. I just want to focus on what I'm doing, and I'm so cool with that. Like,
dope.
yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's important too.
I be barricading myself in the house. Like, as long as I got my pianos and my recording, my phone to go live and stuff, unless they giving me a check to go out and perform for people, or if I'm doing something which I do for free. Humanitarian work, I love it. Giving back to people, that's like my thing. I've always did that. Then I'm not coming out if it's not those things, or if it's an emergency, because you burn your name out. And I feel like you got to be honest with yourself as an artist. Like, I'm building now where people's like, oh, I have a favorite song of yours that I like. So I want to get to the point where it's like a meaning of why I'm going out. My meaning to go out is to perform and sing. And I feel like I'm getting there. When it gets there, then it's time to go out. But I couldn't see myself just partying every day when I could be in the studio writing something that's amazing that can get submitted for a feature for somebody, like, or just be on my record. It's a phenomenal record. I'm missing out while I'm drinking and stuff, and I don't even drink, you know, so that's how I kind of like put my life together, you know.
Okay, so I did see you recently signed. What made you go ahead and sign to a label?
They believed, like, that's the real main reason. The whole entire company like believed, and they really pushed. And the things that you see me doing and you're going to see me doing, it's us as a whole. It's not, oh, it's them, it's me, it's all me. Russ said this really, really crazy like a couple days ago. It was so dope, and it's true. Stop sitting here screaming, oh, I did it all myself. I did it all myself, because labels look at that when they sign you. They're gonna feel like you're gonna do that, and it's a we, it's together. And that's what my label makes me feel like it's a team. Like, we don't be like, oh, I did that, so I get the credit. It's like, yo, we won. If we get a Grammy, when we get a Grammy, we won that Grammy. Like, we gonna take turns in the house, and everybody can take it to their house and take pictures. Like, I've always been that vibe. I've always been the person, and I told them, even after you blow me up and we go and become successful, if there's another singer, okay, I'm gonna embrace her, because you should never do that to your label mates. Right. You should always want to embrace. That's why Gucci Mane is so successful. He's in his late 30s, maybe, still young, and doing records with everybody, because he's not caring about who he thinks is better than him, because he feels like he's the best. Right. It's not about keeping relevant either. It's just acknowledging the new wave that's coming in. And it just so happened for me, it's like I'm the, I guess you could say, old wave, but I went into the new wave. It's like I don't have a wave. It's just people rock with me. I guess the 2000 babies and the 90 babies love me too, you know. So, and I'm thankful for that, because in your career, you get, sometimes it can go to a halt, and the new generation won't even like you. It's just like, no, that's old. But for me, it's like, I like Johnny. I'm cool, and I want to keep it that way. I want to be successful, going to be successful. Those are the reasons why they signed me, and I signed it, because I'm not problematic. You know, liability is what I used to be, and now I'm an asset. You know, like I'm something that, you know, we can win. You know, so it's a good feeling. Yeah, that's why I signed.
And you keep up with the times too, you know.
Yeah, like I be hip to stuff. I'm like, so, because I'm really not. I'm a '90s baby. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm a '90s baby. But it's like I really had to. My team had to teach me, like, you know, TikTok. I'm like, yeah, like that whole thing like that and stuff. And I really got good at it, and I started going viral. So you add in these things, and you just get hit with things, and then you put the music. It's all about content and just doing it over and over again, and eventually people just be like, yo, all this on her page, she's bad as shit, but all this on her page is singing, and she can sing her ass off. Right. You gotta not force people, but have them understand you. Right. You know, and my label understands me. They're like, she's just a Gemini. Okay. She's just being a Gemini.
So what made you do the video with Soulja Boy?
That's my friend. He's been my friend for 10 years. Okay. And he was like, you wanna do something? I'm like, what? He's like, so what you doing Thursday? This was Wednesday. This is a Wednesday. And I was like, nothing. He's like, you want to come to my video? And I was like, sure. And I flew. Mm-hmm. And from being a ex-video vixen, I always remembered I used to bring one outfit and it sometimes didn't match. So I'm thinking into that mode and was like, bring 7 outfits. And for some odd reason, all the outfits matched him. It wasn't like oh yeah, you're gonna wear this, me too. I came out, I was wearing yellow, he was wearing green and yellow. It was like, put her here. And I'm like, then the director, his name is Cracker. No, I'm not calling him a cracker. His name is really Cracker. I fuck with Cracker too. Yeah. And he knew Deb, which is my former manager, but also like my second mother. He was like, yeah, I know Deb. I'm surprised she didn't tell me about you. Go ahead, put her in there. And it just kept, and then the person that was choreographing it, she is my friend. So it all blended is just being placed, and that's how I got on there. I was just like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, that was dope.
It was really cool. It was, and I call myself an accidental viral person. I started TikTok and didn't know it. I seen people walking in place, that little gliding thing, so I did it and I went viral. It's like 30 million views, and I'm like, what's so big about it? I don't get it. And then I'm looking, okay, some of the girls are a little smaller than me, I'm a little thicker. Okay, these are the reasons. So let me play off of this. Let me play the piano and twerk. Let me do all these things, and it worked for me. So I'm just like, okay, I feel like and I'm cool with that, because I don't do it to become viral. I do it because it's just my personality. I'm eating Vienna sausages out the can because I like Vienna sausages. They're actually one of my favorite little dishes. Okay. And it went viral, and I'm like, why is it 10 million views on me eating Vienna sausages? Well, I don't get it. They're not even done. They're not cooked or nothing. I don't get it. But people just like seeing people's world and just seeing what they're about. And I think people are starting to see my personality, and they're like, oh, she's really just a 5-foot singing goofball. Like, it's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's how that happened and stuff. Oh, come on, Meg, stop playing with him. I remember when Meg came to Atlanta, I was dancing at the time. It was years ago, like a couple years ago. Like, it's been 4 years since and she's telling me, hey, I'm Meg. And I was like, hi, I'm Johnny. She's like, I know who you are, Johnny. Fast forward, she gets bigger, she never changed. It was at a club in LA, it was packed. And she seen me, she was like, she good? And we just was kicking it. And it's just like people feed off your energy. So yeah, she's fine. Yeah, that's dope. She's super dope.
Now let's get into the project.
Yeah.
You got a project coming. Is the single dropping tomorrow?
There's no. This is the remix to Back End, which is Pop Hunter from the single Corvette. Okay. So he's on it, and then I'm stopping like the hip hop rap singing thing. Is straight R&B from my EP. Okay. That's what I was saying with Macy Gray, co-producing with me, Neo in the works, and Untitled Chapter, a couple of other people. It's just really just, I had to make the artists that I worked with, not make them, but help them understand, like, I'm a singer. So I got them into their singing bag, and I got rappers that's people's favorites really getting in their bag, you know, showing the emotions and stuff, and it's so cool. The EP, we're debating if it's an EP or an album. We don't even know. Not in a negative way, but we just don't know, because it's like so great and so many great songs that we're like, what if we just release a couple and then we'll have enough to put it on the EP, the other ones? But I have over like 1,000 records. Oh, wow. I just be doing stuff, sometimes references, sometimes for other people, it's just how I feel. And I'm cool with that. Some people are afraid to like give their songs away. Like, if it sounds great on somebody, I'm cool with that. If it sounds great on me, that's fine. Like, it's just, I'm so open, nothing affects me with the music. That's how I know I'm gonna be successful. Because when you have that mentality, you get to that point, it's like you don't really care about nothing else but just great music and a great people being around you. So
that's dope. Do you have like a release date for it?
We're thinking about early July. Before that, we're gonna be releasing definitely 3 records. We have so much that we'll probably just be dropping doubled, and they all have videos. Majority of them have videos to them. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So yeah.
That's dope. Okay. So.
Excuse me. Corona, don't start with me. I don't know what that was. Atlanta is a custom. Look, let me tell you something. I really felt like I seen Corona in the VIP section in Atlanta trying to get in the club. They didn't let STD, they didn't let syphilis in, everybody in, and then Corona just said, and this is why I'm joking about this shit, because nobody wears masks in Atlanta. Nobody's getting sick. And I'm like, what the hell going on? Like, y'all just don't. They built a whole dome, and you know I'm not lying. They built a whole damn dome next to the stadium and had 6,000 people in there, and Corona outside like this. Like, you bitches just not going, like, I cannot believe, like, I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. Atlanta got it, boy. It's like, the memes is real. Like, it's like no mask. I don't see nobody with no mask. I don't know what made me think about, oh, I coughed, that's why. Boy.
I think we just came from Atlanta. I think he was the only one in there with a mask.
See?
Like, literally.
Okay, so you see what I'm talking about. You be looking like, I know y'all lying. You goddamn just STD just trolloping in the VIP section, but Corona just sitting there like, so you bitches just gonna have me sitting out here like this, boy. You goddamn got everything in there except for me. That's how it look. It's looking like, yo, basically F Corona. Like, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
That shit crazy. I'm masked the hell up. I got asthma. I'm wearing 3 or 4 masks. Maybe 5. On all holes. Pause. Corona ain't getting in nowhere, bitch. For real.
You're killing me.
Corona ain't getting nowhere. You ain't getting in nothing. No ears, no nose, no mouth, nothing. You ain't coming over here with that. They know I fight.
My last question to you is, so what do you want to be known for in the music industry? Like, what legacy do you want to leave behind as an R&B artist?
I'm not looking to be known for. I don't really care what people think of, what they want to know. For me, as far as me,
like as far as you, your own goal.
Oh, okay. So for me, my story, I want them to understand that the main person that people felt like would not be anything or not successful, don't listen to that, because they could be everything and more. Like, I really want to be looked at as the story that's like, yo, she really did not give up and she became successful. And if she can do it, I can do it. Because she had a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what it's going to be like. Interviews, when people interview me and interview people that surround me, they're going to be like, yo, you do not understand. Like, you do not understand that girl deserved that. And it's not me being cocky. I feel like the things that I've been through, and then I see myself becoming successful, is just, I just want to be a testimony to help somebody grow and just be the biggest thing ever. That's all people, that's how these artists have fans, because they see something in them, in that artist that they love so much that they feel like it's them. And that's what they grow from. You got to always, that's how you build your fan base. You got to have the people just love you for you and your story. And if you can't understand that story, even if a person can't understand your story, it's something about you that they automatically just be like, I might not understand her story, but I just love her. Like, and I want to be like that. Or either I want to take from what she has went through and her struggles and just help that feed me to be a great person. And that's really all I ever wanted, to have successful music that's touching forever. That's all I want. I just want to sing and move people, shift them, and greet people and encourage them. I've always been an empath, so it's like I say that I don't care what people think, but then I care how people feel, which is so crazy. So that's where I'm at with it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, the remix is coming out tomorrow. Where do we need to be tuned in so we can get
it will be on my YouTube channel, Jhonni Blaze. The song will be on all platforms. And of course, I'm going to be dropping some crazy content with it, which is really cool. I love doing content. I love how Sweetie's campaign is with that. That's kind of similar to my campaign. Like, it's really cool to just be yourself and just use content and blend it in with your music. So we got a lot of stuff in store. I'm excited.
Appreciate you taking the time.
You're welcome.
You crazy.
On Tuesdays, and today I believe is Thursday, so wrong day.
Okay.